want to start a new reading vlog. This is a Friday. Yeah, it's Friday, March 7th. I just uploaded today my video about moving, downsizing, health changes, all of that stuff. So thank you all. I've already gotten a lot of feedback from that, and I really appreciate everything. For reading in this vlog, I'm hoping, so this is going to be a week-long reading vlog. I'm hoping to finish 4 books. 5 books. And the 5th one I can't tell you about yet, but I will. So, well, this one I might not finish yet, but it's The Scapegoat by Lucy Hughes Howlett. This is one of the ones I'm reading for the BookTube prize. It's a chunker. I've got it physically and on audiobook. And then, let's see, I have all my books right here. I am reading Rain by Anne M. Martin for middle grade March. And then my other book that I need to read for the BookTube prize is Vanishing Treasures by Catherine Rundell. I would like to finish this. It's pretty short. And then I also have a book going for the Irish Readathon. And the 5th book is, I'll show you when I get it. I am going to attempt to attend an in-person book club. And so I had to get the book that they're reading because none of the libraries had it. And I can't even remember it off the top of my head. It's a book club that reads from around the world. And so it's a book I'd never heard of. So we'll see. We'll see. We know everything's dependent on how I'm feeling. And I did start a new medicine this morning. So yeah. I'm about to go have a snack and then either take a nap or sit outside with Mabel. I've been in meetings most of the day. I hope to have some apartment tours this weekend. We'll see. I'm not positive that the complexes are going to be available for me to look at, but I will take you along with me. Good morning. It is a beautiful day today in Atlanta. It's Saturday, March 8th, and last night I finished, which I don't have it right here with me, so I'll put a picture. I finished Rain by Anne M. Martin. I just love Anne M. Martin. I read The Babysitter's Club religiously when I was a kid, that she wrote, and I know I've read other things by her as well. Rain, I really liked it. It's a story of Rose, who lives with her dad, and Rose has autism, and her dad brings home this dog that ends up just being a calming presence for Rose, and they're inseparable for about a year. And then there's an uncle who, the dad doesn't have a lot of patience with Rose, but the uncle really seems to. And then there's a lot of talk about interaction with like her classmates, and she loves homonyms and prime numbers. I felt a lot for Rose because I have worked with clients and students who have autism, and it just reminded me so much of them. I liked it. I gave it a 4-star. There are parts of it that the wrapping up of it I did not like. The father, I do not like him. And that's not why it's not a 5-star. I really just didn't like how some parts of it ended. And that's just personal preference for story. But I didn't like the dad character at all, which I don't think you're supposed to. But yeah, it was a really great way to at least participate in middle grade March, though I'm going to try and read more. I've at least read one. Does that count as an author with 3 names? I mean, there's an M in the middle, her middle initial. There's got to be a name there. Anyway, I have been listening to this morning while I had breakfast, The Scapegoat by Lucy Hughes Howlett. This is for the BookTube prize. I'm like 100 and something pages in. I think I'm 150 pages in, and I'm listening to the audio. The audio, I think it says like 26% because it is a 650-page book. I was going to go out, and I may still go out and look at a couple apartments. And there's a hold for me at one of the libraries. I need to film today. There's a bunch of stuff I need to do, but I also just want to be in the house and start getting things together to donate, pack, those kind of things. Because of my chronic illness, and my family can't come into town to help pack up. They may be able to help me unpack wherever I move to. But the nature of their jobs, they can't come down. So totally understandable. And I have some friends that will come over and help me pack if need be. But with 6 weeks, I should be able to get a good chunk of it done. I'm one of those, I'm not a type A person at all, but packing stuff, like I want to see everything, and I'm really organized. And then at the last, like right before the movers come, I'm definitely a throw everything in a box, because you're at the last end and of everything. But I do try and stay organized with packing and boxes and stuff, but I haven't moved in 6 years. So the first goal is we have a bedroom upstairs that doesn't have any air conditioning. And in Atlanta, that's, yeah, not great. So we just use it as our storage room because there's no basement or garage or anything like that. So my first goal is to go through that. Have a lot of plastic bins. I prefer to boxes, like cardboard boxes, for storage. And I just need to see like what's up there. I've got a lot of empty plastic bins. So I just need to sort that. That's my first goal, is to sort through that room. And then just figure out from there what I'm going to need as far as boxes. So I'm also, like I said, going to be listening to The Scapegoat. I may download another audiobook just in case I want to change it up. But we'll see. Good morning. It's Sunday, March 9th, I think. I'm just having my coffee, my Beagle cup. I miss my Beagle. All of my Beagles. I'm just doing my medicine. I don't take as much as it looks like is in here. I put this was the box that used to have my mom's medicine in it, and she didn't take a lot either, but just supplement bottles, you know. Like my vitamin C bottle I just got is ginormous, but it'll last a long time. And then I also have the cat here and the dog. My dog has anxiety, and it's gotten worse since Remy died. But most places that I am looking to rent only allow 2 animals. So I have 2. So I can't get her like a buddy again. But she also doesn't love other dogs. So I don't know. She loved Remy. I'm gonna go look at a carriage house later today. I say later today, but it is daylight savings time, so it feels earlier than it actually is. I hope you all did well with daylight savings time. I like having sunshine longer, for sure. I just don't like, you know, it throws everything off, changing time. I have, let me see if I can do this with the cat on my lap. In one hand, holding the camera. Because, you know, this thing's a brick. I listened more to The Scapegoat by Lucy Hughes Hallett. I am not yet halfway, but close. I'm close, which is good. I have not really read anything else. And I'm going to start my buddy read tomorrow. No, today. I'm starting my buddy read today of Alice Hoffman's Here on Earth, which I'm buddy reading with Melinda at A Web of Stories. So I need to check in with her and kind of see what our schedule is. But I'm going to finish my coffee, then go look at this carriage house. I need to film some videos. The only downside to the carriage house is that it is the same price in rent that I'm paying right now. So I know it's doable. I had hoped to get a little bit lower rent so I could save some money, but there's so many things that are, there's so many places are really expensive. And I don't know if I want a traditional apartment complex, which I've talked about before. But Mabel, the last couple of times I've left her at the house, I have cameras in my house, and I can hear her barking her head off, and that's not going to be good to be in an apartment. She used to be really quiet when Remy was alive. He would be loud. I don't know if she's carrying on the tradition. She's not always like that, and she definitely calms down a lot faster than Remy did. But yeah, I don't want to put that on neighbors. So I'm looking at alternatives, and I'm not really sure. I think I'm going to work tomorrow in between. I have 2 appointments to see duplexes tomorrow. So one is a little bit over what I'm paying right now, which is not ideal. But it's really close to my work if I go into the office. And the other one is in a whole different neighborhood, but one that I like and that I have friends in. So anyway, long chatty bit. I will check in later. I have been reading and scheduling apartment tours. Took Mabel to the vet this morning. She's had some separation anxiety issues since Remy passed away, and she is showing it with barking when I'm not here, and that doesn't bode well for an apartment. So we're working on that with my vet. I think overall she'll be fine. She just is a little anxious. I'm sure she's feeling it from me too. I am going to update you on reading, so I'm still working my way through this brick for the BookTube Prize nonfiction. I also am halfway through this one, which is also for the BookTube Prize nonfiction. And then I also started my buddy read of Alice Hoffman, Here on Earth, with Melinda at A Web of Stories. This is a retelling of Wuthering Heights. I don't know if I mentioned that before when I've talked about this. I read Wuthering Heights in college, I feel like. Or high school, college, at some point. However, I have no memory of it. I know it was dark, and there was a brooding male and a sad female and a dark setting, like on the moors, kind of. That's basically all I remember. So, yeah. I mean, I'm sort of seeing some parallels, but Melinda, who's very much more familiar with Wuthering Heights, like, remembers the story. She said it's very clear who they are. So that's what I'm reading. I want to pick up another middle grade, mainly because I think middle grade's going to help with my anxiety. I have a few on audio, though I'm listening to The Scapegoat on audio. And I have 2 physical reads. So I may try and finish, honestly. I may try and finish this one today. I have to do some work, and yeah, there's so many things to do that right now today I don't know where to start. So I'm just going to take it easy. You know what I'm talking about. I'll check back soon at some point. Say hi, Hopper. Wrap up the vlog, and yeah, it feels like I didn't read much, but I actually did. Yeah, let's just go over what I read in the vlog. So I read Rain Rain by Anna M. Martin. This is about a girl who has autism and really likes homonyms and prime numbers, and she has a dog named Rain. And yeah, she lives with her dad, who's kind of a jerk. And we kind of follow her story as a storm hits the area and her dog disappears. So that was really good. I think I gave this a 4-star. I don't remember how much I talked about this. Bright Eye Burn by Molly Aitken. I had started this before the vlog. Reading this for the Irish Readathon. It had green on the cover. I ended up DNFing this. I really wasn't interested in it. Yeah, and I can't even tell you, I read at least like 50 to 75 pages, and I can't even tell you what it was about. But it takes place in the 1200s, and I just struggled with, yeah, the characters and the writing style. So that's going back to the library. My big feat of the vlog was finishing The Scapegoat, The Brilliant Brief Life of the Duke of Buckingham by Lucy Hughes Hallett. This is 650 pages, and then the notes. So 650 pages of reading, which I did listen to the audio, and it was really well done. This is for the BookTube prize. So can't tell you my rating on the book, but yeah, at some point I will. I also buddy read Here on Earth by Alice Hoffman. This is a retelling of Wuthering Heights. I didn't love this. You can definitely feel the Wuthering Heights vibes. It's about March, who goes back to where she grew up with her daughter, her teenage daughter Gwen, to attend the funeral of the woman who helped raise her and kind of pack up her stuff. And she knows when she goes back that she's going to see the boy she loved when she was a teenager and who left her. That's kind of the start of the story, and it goes into the backstory, you know, the backstory of their relationship, but also focuses a lot on their present day interaction for this. It was in the 90s, I think, the setting, 80s or 90s. And then Gwen's involvement in it, the daughter. And some of my issues with this, I am not giving up on Alice Hoffman. I was having this discussion with Melinda at Web of Stories, who I buddy read this with, that I looked back at the books that I've read from Alice Hoffman, because I always think of her as like, yeah, I'm going to read her book that comes out. But I didn't like this one. I didn't like The Invisible Hour, which is her most recent book, I believe. I have read The Ice Queen, and it was okay. And I looked, and the one that I really enjoyed was Faithful. That's the one that I gave a 4-star to, and I have no memory of it. No memory of that book. So I might need to do some exploring on if Alice Hoffman is really an author I like. I do enjoy magical realism. I think I may not like how Alice Hoffman does it. Maybe that's it. But yeah, there's some writing stylistic things in here that I didn't like. And I did not like the ending. I felt like it was really, I don't know, unimpressive. Is that a good way to say it without giving anything away? But I will say, Alice Hoffman can definitely write characters that you do not like. And if anyone has read Wuthering Heights, you don't like the characters. Like that's the point. You're not supposed to like them. And so if this is a retelling, just go with it with that. But there are characters in the book that you can root for. So I ended up giving this a 3-star. Just a few problematic issues I had with it. I will give a content warning for domestic violence. Is probably the thing that I wasn't aware of before I read it. But again, I also have very limited memory of Wuthering Heights. So there's that. And then I also finished Vanishing Treasures by Catherine Rundell. This is another one that I read for the BookTube prize. This was a smaller one. So, yeah, I ended up reading 4 books and DNFing 1. Not all of them in this vlog. Not all of the whole book in this vlog. You know what I mean. Anyway, let me know what you're reading. If you've read any of these, what your thoughts are. Let me know your thoughts on Alice Hoffman, because Melinda is a big fan of Alice Hoffman, and she did give me some guidance on where to go next. I haven't read the Practical Magic series, and I have 2 of them at least. And then she also recommended another one for me. So I'm not giving up on Alice Hoffman. We'll definitely, I might take a little break though, because Invisible Hour just really made me mad, and I still feel that passion and anger at that book. And then Ann M. Martin she is a favorite of mine that I forget to read her stuff, because I don't focus as much on middle grade throughout the year, but because this is middle grade March, I did pull some of hers off my shelf and get some from the library. And she is an author that I've grown up with. I mean, I've read The Babysitter's Club, like all of them, repeated, like rereading all of them too. So I really enjoy her writing. So I hope you're doing well. We just had some storms last night, and we're okay. I think it went north of us, but I know a lot of people got hit pretty hard with tornadoes. So I hope everybody's doing well. And editing Michelle, I am putting together this vlog, and I wanted to mention that because I did not finalize or update you, give you another update on the apartment hunt, but I signed a lease yesterday, and so now it's full steam ahead with packing. So the rest of my vlogs for this month, and probably next month too, will be reading and packing. Anyway, I hope you have a great week, and I will talk to you very soon. Bye.